What's in the box?
This weekend brings us the new collaboration between Kick-Ass creator Mark Millar and Kick-Ass director Matthew Vaughn, Kingsman, The Secret Service, an action-packed tale of British espionage starring a name everyone associates with ass-kicking action, Colin Firth! But before we get hyped about this new spy movie, let's look back at the man who helped define the genre of spy movies. You know his name.
Monroe. James Monroe.
Close enough. Yes indeed, James Bond is without a doubt one of the greatest action heroes in film. He kills the bad guys, he uses cool gadgets, and he gets the ladies. It's a formula that has yet to get old over 50 years of Bond movies. And back in the 60s when Bond mania had reached its peak with Sean Connery, there were plenty of spoof spy movies released alongside the Bond flicks, with less of a focus on high-flying action and more of a focus on trippy 60s psychedelia. So eventually, the Bond movies and the Bond spoofs would intersect in 1967 with Casino Royale, based on Ian Fleming's first Bond novel long before that book would get a serious adaptation in 2006. Well, based is the wrong word. This flick is actually suggested by the Fleming novel. And I imagine that suggestion was, hey, what if we took the one Bond book that they haven't put to film yet, turn it into a comedy, round up an enormous cast to be part of it, get 5 directors to direct different parts of it, have them all do a barrel load of acid beforehand, and try to somehow edit the results together into a coherent movie? Well, I'm here to tell you the answer. Now I could start to describe the plot of this flick, but that would mean putting far more effort into the plot than the writers of this movie. But hell, I'll give it a shot. We open with an older and retired James Bond, played by David Niven, being visited by his old boss M, played by co-director John Huston, wearing Rick Astley hair, in order to persuade Bond to unretire and fight once more against the evils of SMERSH, who have been mysteriously killing off several of their agents.
Well, James?
I'm sorry, old man, but what you ask is quite impossible.
Bond refuses his offer, so M does the only sensible thing to do. Blow up Bond's fucking house! Oh bloody hell, it's like Skyfall all over again. And even though M clearly is seen not dying in the explosion, we're told he died in the explosion, and have to suffer through an interminably long sequence of Bond visiting M's grieving wife and daughters, where the jokes make no goddamn sense, and all the actresses speak in Scottish brogue so damn heavy that I had to turn the subtitles on. And even that didn't fucking work, look!
Washing the haggis down wi' Uskaba. The piper wakes us to the tune of Awa to the grouse. Argar! Argar gara, guru argar, it goes.
Thankfully, the movie grows far more tolerable after that part, but if I were to seriously describe the plot any further, I would drive myself and you, the viewer, into madness. So Bond finds out that the agents are getting killed by women who lure them into sex. He needs to find a bunch of people to pose as him that won't get turned on by the women, and then he's being watched by an agent dressed as a garden gnome for some. Bond visits his daughter so that she can infiltrate a school for spies. God damn! My brain is melting into my nose! So I'll just give you the basics. Bond hires fellow secret agent Vesper Lynd to hire another fake James Bond, and she's played by former Bond girl Ursula Andress, trading in her famous white bikini for a skin pelt off one of the cast members from Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. So she hires famous Baccarat expert Peter Sellers to play against Orson Welles as the nefarious Le Chiffre at the Casino Royale, and that's where the similarities between this Casino Royale and the original Casino Royale end. Because this movie is just one massive pile-up of drier-than-dry British humor.
Just how personal is a toupee?
It can only be regarded as a heirloom.
And hallucinatory dream sequences that is about as good as a movie made by 5 directors would be. But god damn it if it doesn't look great along the way, with gorgeous set designs and vivid cinematography that'll constantly keep you engaged. And even with a lot of bad comedy, there's plenty of good comedy to be found here too, namely in the scenes with Peter Sellers and Woody Allen as James Bond's neurotic cousin Jimmy.
I have a very low threshold of death. My doctor says I can't have bullets enter my body at any time.
God damn, guys, Magic the Moonlight wasn't that good a movie, but I think execution is a bit harsh. If you go into this flick looking for a dead-on parody of the Bond movies, you're gonna leave sorely disappointed and a little bit angry. But if you want an acid trip through the swinging 60s and stop demanding plot or coherence, then you'll end up having some fun with this flick, especially when you spot all the moments that clearly had an influence on the Austin Powers movies.
Oh, you like that sort of thing, eh?
Do I make you horny?
Randy.
So if you do catch this one, take it as a piece of pop art instead of an actual movie. And much like any acid trip, you'll go through some highs, you'll go through some lows, you'll have to endure repressed memories of your creepy uncle. No! Uncle Leo! Don't make me wear the pony costume! But it ends up being a beautiful mess of a movie. Oh no, the acid's kicking back in. Ah! Uncle Leo, no! Now you better get those hands ready to shake a lot of martinis, because it's time once again to play the awfully GOOD drinking game. Take a shot or drink every time two characters share another exchange of witty, sexually charged repartee.
They've kept me under wraps.
Lucky them. Beauty's only skin deep.
How about some skin diving?
Damn, those British know how to smooth talk. Far better than when I try to smooth talk a lady.
I do so like to feel comfortable with whatever I'm doing.
My best friend is my cat. Peter Sellers slips into a new costume or accent.
The beggar who is sitting in the marketplace.
Hello, sailor.
The wrong one.
The movie falls into another bout of drug-induced editing.
You mean you're gonna torture me?
Torture of the mind.
Uh-oh, an acid trip induced by Orson Welles? I can only imagine what that's like.
Green penis. Green penis. Green penis.
Fish stick.
The main title theme pops up again on the soundtrack.
James Bond.
You wonder why they didn't keep that music for the new Casino Royale.
With old 007. He's got a redhead in his arm.
And take a double shot when Peter O'Toole makes the weirdest celebrity cameo ever filmed.
Excuse me. Are you Richard Burton?
No, I'm Peter O'Toole.
Then you're the finest man that ever breathed.
I'm sorry, what was supposed to be the Hey! Get back here, you dead English bastard! I wasn't finished with you yet! And on the nudity watch, we may not see straight up nudity from the insane amount of Bond girls you get in this flick, but they're so scantily clad that I think it makes up for it. Boy, those girls sure do enlarge my penis. You see, I told you I was bad at the smooth talk. On the enjoyableness continuum scale from Boulder Bruce, Casino Royale rolls the dice and lands onto a 6 out of 10. 7 James Bonds may not be better than 1 James Bond, but they are sure as hell better than Die Another Day. I'm Jesse Shea for JoBlo.com, and thanks for watching. So Em, how did I do on this review? Oh, motherfucker! Hey everyone, Jesse Shade here from Awfully Good Movies. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see me take on more good bad movies, click on any of the links you see here, or subscribe to see this show alongside all the great content that we offer here at JoBlo.com. And remember, I love you. Wait, that sounded wrong. But I do love you though.